in rule number 4 that standing up in sama and crying intentionally is not allowed, but in rule number 5 he mentioned that if somebody stands up out of ecstasy among a group, others also should stand up, as it is a rule of good manners. In rule number 6, which is on the same page 179, volume number 2 of Ihya of Imam Ghazali Rahmatullah, he states, this is another sort of ecstasy, namely ecstasy for show, which is illegal and should not be shown in any respect. So a person who visits a mahfil of zikr, or who visits a mahfil of naat in praise of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he does ecstasy to show off, or he compels himself, he intentionally stands and screams and makes cry just to show off or to gain respect of any people around him, that this person is in ecstasy, is totally wrong. The ecstasy should only be unintentional. It is a gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is a gift to Muslims who are in deep love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and as quoted by Imam Ghazali Rahmatullah himself, that the Sahabas also did it on several occasions. So there is absolutely now no way of condemning this act or saying that it's wrong. I will inshallah also quote more fatwas of Imam Ghazali on ecstasy from the same book with scan pages. Now you can also see the scan page of this book here, which I have just quoted, of is page number 179. It's actually the English translation. I have also showed you the Arabic of rule number 4. You can also see rule number 5 and rule number 6 here. Now moving a little bit more forward. Now I will quote another ahadith, which is a proof of Sahaba radhiyallahu anhu dancing in front of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in a mosque in front of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Hazrat Aisha Siddiqa radhiyallahu anha. The hadith says, the Muslims of African descent used to come to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on the day of Eid, and it is stated they were dancing ecstatically in the mosque and in front of the house door of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If one analyzes this hadith and reflects as to where the door of the house of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam opened, it opened leading to the peace or the paradise on earth, which is Riyadh al-Jannah. Now various imams quoted this particular hadith as a proof of Sahaba radhiyallahu anhu, the companions of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, dancing in front of him. For example, Imam Tirmidhi rahmatullah in his Sahih quoted Imam Tirmidhi, who's the author of who compiled Sunan Tirmidhi, which is a collection of Sahih Sitta and consists of many authentic hadiths, used the word war dance, which translates in Arabic as yaznifun. He used the word war dance, that the Sahaba radhiyallahu anhu, since they had spears in their hand, so they were doing war dance in front of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam inside a mosque. They could also, now on the other hand, this hadith is also reported in Musnad of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahmatullah, who is the founder of Hanbali Mazhab. Similarly, this hadith is also reported by Tabarani, by Imam Tabarani rahmatullah. Imam Nasai rahmatullah in his Sunan al-Kubra reported this hadith as Hazrat Aisha radhiyallahu anha reported that the Abyssinians were standing in front of the door of the Prophet ﷺ house and were ecstatically dancing or performing raqs or anticipating or seeing the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Similarly, Hazrat Ans bin Malik anhu reports in Musnad of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahmatullah as quoted above. The words are here Filu or Raqs is mentioned. The Holy Prophet ﷺ called Hazrat Aisha radhiyallahu to witness this ecstatic state of love, thus giving it his approval. Also, he asked the Sahabas as to what they were saying in this ecstatic state. The Sahabas told the Holy Prophet ﷺ that they were saying, this is the Arabic and it translates, Muhammad is the most righteous slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is another proof from Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal in his Musnad Ahmad, in which the Sahaba anhu performed a raqs in front of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's the same hadith which is quoted by Imam Tirmidhi rahmatullah alayh. So now we have two great Imams of Ahl-Sunnah wal Jamaat who quoted this hadith as raqs, as dancing. The third Imam who quoted this hadith is Imam Tabrani rahmatullah alayh. He quoted this hadith as saying, he also recorded it from Hazrat Aisha radhiyallahu anha, that I had my hand on, in which Hazrat Aisha radhiyallahu anha said that I had my hand on the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's shoulder whilst they, the Africans, performed raqs. In another version of this hadith, the same hadith, the Holy Prophet ﷺ invited his wife Aisha radhiyallahu anha to watch the dance, took her into the crowd and lifted her over his back so that she could watch them clearly as she eagerly leaned forward, her cheek pressing against his. Now similarly, in his Sahih declaring this hadith as authentic and Sahih, Ibn Hibban rahmatullah alayh recorded the same incidents with the word Zaz Filuna, meaning raqs. So Ibn Hibban rahmatullah alayh also recorded this hadith as raqs, and that the Sahaba radhiyallahu anhu danced in front of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We also quoted Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayh quote already from his Ayaya, page number 172, volume number 2, in which he also said that the Abyssinians danced in front of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and hadith is quoted by Hazrat Aisha Siddiqa radhiyallahu anha. So we have Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayh, Imam Tibrani rahmatullah alayh, Ibn Haman rahmatullah alayh, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahmatullah alayh in his Musnad, Imam Nisai rahmatullah alayh, and Imam Tirmidhi rahmatullah alayh, all of them quoting this hadith as dance, as the Sahaba radhiyallahu anhu dancing in front of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in a mosque, which is a clear proof of allowing of dancing in Sharia, in Islam, in Sunnah, according to hadith, and there is not even a single proof which rejects that dancing aesthetically due to love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is haram, no jais, or there is nothing in Quran or Sunnah prohibiting it. We will also like to mention here that this hadith, the similar kind of hadith has been mentioned in other books in other Sahih books. In those books, the hadith which is mentioned states that the Sahaba radhiyallahu anhu, they are mentioned with a different matan, that the Sahaba radhiyallahu anhu were playing in the mosque. They were playing. Now, if we analyze those ahadiths, we do respect those imams first of all, if those imams quoted those hadiths with a different wording, we